Hello and welcome back. I'm going to be taking a moment to check on my audio and everything. I'm intending to do video and audio today. Make sure everything is tuned in. Okay. Audio. All right, testing, testing. A little much. Hello. There we go. That seems balanced. All right, thank you for waiting. Today we are going to be continuing our house flipper adventure. Just get screen shared in. So if anyone has questions along the stream about design or the game, I will be fielding those as I catch them. Right. And again, thank you for joining. So, we had just left off, we had our second crash today, so I turned the graphics down a little bit. Let me make sure those all saved. Trying to go more on just, performance base. And, but we had just unlocked Crayfish Coast. So let's go ahead and check that out, see. So it's starting us from scratch, that's okay. The only thing we had done is picked up some trash in the front. Wasn't on audio for a couple hours there. The big things that I took away is I love the new material organizer and selector now. That's a really effective and consistent and intuitive way to be able to pick what you want your furniture to look like. So I am talking about this system right here. I feel like the options were more wide in the House Flipper 1 game, but it wasn't really consistent, so sometimes you'd find yourself having to put a couple things in a room that would have a wood finish but not allow for the same wood species or wood stain or paint. So I was enjoying doing this right before it had closed down. I did not notice that you can just go on preset palettes. I love that. But I had also just unlocked the perk that will make it to where when I am creating items, I had already created the duplicate item, which I haven't been able to use yet, but now I have it set up to where if a bunch of items are existing in the space, I can click on one of them and kind of do an eyedropper and then set that style to a bunch of the other items in the room. It looks like something maybe even to do with the paint. That'd be kind of cool if you could set the paint to yellow to match the couch. But the reason why this is such a significantly more expansive system with buying things now is if you go into the color system and you go into the, let's do the painted. We did a painted system. We could do the color. I noticed you can select the color and tell it to be, the detail level that you can do now. There we go. You can essentially, they have a intuitive RGB system where you can do less saturated or more saturated colors along the way. So it's not full RGB capabilities, but it's more options than just the few typical colors and stains that would come with a material beforehand. So that's going to be really nice. You can get really vibrant, or, you know, this is a house flipping games, so more practical, more drab, faded, rich, and pure. Lots of material options. In the interest of time, until we get into customizing our dream house, I'm probably going to be sticking more, now that I caught them, with the palettes that you can create. But let's first start getting this place cleaned up. So, what do we need? Let's start with sail. No. Q. Also, if anyone else has gotten this, I'd love to hear their opinions on the game as well. The trash collecting got a lot faster when I realized you can click the button instead of hold it and bag single pieces of trash. Somewhere in a landfill is a bunch of single Kleenexes in a 50-gallon black trash bag, because I didn't know how to put things in a trash bag. Nope, that is sell. Alright. Fresh new sign for the Frog and the Crayfish Bookshop Cafe. Alright. So, just based off of the branding, I don't know if the color of the lobster and the frog, or the book that the frog and the lobster are looking at, are necessarily are required for their branding color, but I know that the yellow font and the seafoam green color for their backdrop is probably pretty important for them. So I'm going to make sure to implement that when we are buying things. So quests. Let's purchase through quests. That way we don't have to hunt things down. Let's sell the stick, get this out of the way. And some tables. Okay, so let's go to the palettes. So that fits the seafoam green. The yellow, I don't know if we'll put the yellow in the table. Maybe we could bring the yellow into the chairs, or maybe the tablecloth. We could put a... Yeah, actually I like that. Okay, so because they won't always have a tablecloth, we need to go back to, there we go. Let's design the table first. Kind of like this palette. That goes with the seafoam green. Could lighten it, but I like the dark to kind of hide any food particles that would get on it. And then the legs will look good with that. Those legs will look good with the yellow that we're going to be putting on the top. So we'll keep this palette, and then we'll throw a tablecloth on it. I don't like the longer tablecloth. That feels more elegant. And this is a bookshop. And what was it? Something about lobsters? So, top, we've got our material. Let's get a color. The yellow was like a... It wasn't pure. It was probably more in the rich area, but I want to go more faded than that in the same area. So the yellow we're looking for, I believe the signs was probably about there. So if we stay in that same hue, and then get a shade of it. That's the tabletop, I believe. I believe I just messed up our table. Okay. Tabletop. There we go. Tablecloth. We're going to go with the faded yellow. Okay. And then the base, we need to bring back to the darker color. You could go towards that seafoam green, maybe darken it up. Yeah, right there. All right, and then I believe we need 3 of these. What was it again? A bookshop cafe. So we can have one on the end. Let's get one in the middle. You can see it casting its center line to the other table off in the distance if you look closely. It's going to be hard for there to be a walkway to get between all of these, though. We got them placed. Instead of just worrying about them being arrayed in a perfect distance, let's get more practical. Let's get this a little bit more in the corner. It's going to be the secluded table that I would definitely be running to. Closest, well, not closest to the beach, but sort of on the edge of the restaurant. Bookstore, cafe, lobster extravaganza. And then, how can we keep it easy to still walk to this back, but not put them... Oh, let's... Yes, let's offset them. Let's put this one more towards the edge so they could be closer to seeing the beach. And then we can put this one in the corner. Just want to have some good accessibility. I guess the sand isn't. It's already going to be inaccessible. Okay, that's the best I think we've got to work with the space we've been given. So palette for the chairs. We need a beachy, outdoorsy, easy to clean looking material. I mean, these are sitting in the sand. This feels outdoorsy. It's like a brown. What is the second color in that stripe? It's definitely like a... Oh, you can zoom. That's so nice. Okay, so if we do this, we can start taking in a dark brown color. That'll look good for a beach. We don't want to use a lot of it. We want to keep it light. Not go too Cape Cod with it, but still keep it light. So I like this. Maybe if we have to do furniture inside with a wood stain or wood paint, we could try and keep with browns. Or maybe with the floor, if we have to put in something in the floor, we can consider that. So let's go with that. Alright. We could stick on our 45s. We can actually optimize the table now because the chair can go to there. I'm not going to push them into the corner, but we can see this is still accessible now. Pull it one more out. Right there. Now this chair is accessible from both sides. It can still pull in. But we're going to have to rotate the table so that they're not busting their knees. No knees need to be busted. Okay. Oh, I'm just going to duplicate that. I remember. There we go. This is... I told you I was going to duplicate it. There we go. How close is it? So it's about there. Ah. So in Revit, this would be like the create similar tool. Create similar tools. One of my favorite tools in Revit. It's probably one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite next to a line tool. If you have any tool in or any component selected in Revit, and you want to create another one of it that is exactly the same, like a wall or a light or anything like that, you can select it, and while it is selected, you'll be automatically jumped to the Modify tab, and one of the buttons, about 2/3 of the way on the right, is going to be a tool that's called Create Similar. Can't remember what the icon is. I think it's like one thing turning into two things. But it not only starts that same tool, but it also allows you to have all of the same aspects of that tool. Is that off? Is that off? Is that off? Are you off? You're off. One more. No! Okay, table's gotta come out. Right there. Under. Pull a little more, get some more circulation. Again, I don't know how the IBC feels about circulation paths through sand, but I have a feeling we probably aren't going to be too burdened by that. Ah. Wait, did I only need... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I buy too many tables? Oh well. Free chairs. Wait. I'm just going to duplicate that. Yeah, there must have only need to have been only 2 tables. Well, that's how you get 3 tables. Is that too far under? That's too far under. Okay. Let's get some more chairs. Duplicate. Come on. Come on. No? Okay. Let's move you. No, we are good on tables. We have reached occupancy. Once again, I don't know how occupancy is involved in beach seating, but... Alright, let's get the chair in first. You there. Is it because there's a plant? Can I sell the plant? Can here. Sell. Sell? I can duplicate the plant, but I cannot sell the plant. Can I trash the plant? Can I edit the wiring? Are we editing wiring in this mission? Oh, we're going to unlock painting, though. Okay. All right. This is going to be valuable. I'm just going to let the plant be plant. I don't know why I tried to contest the plant. Here we go. We're going to do this orientation. We're going to do that. And then we're going to get one of these. And so that's tucked in. So let's pull out one. Yeah. And then let's duplicate that. I like the quick click R to just make other things have a mode instead of having thousands of tools. Ooh, can we squeeze you in? Yeah, we can. Instead of having to have thousands of tools, you can just have a few tools that have different modes. Okay. Wait, what else do I need to buy? Oh yeah, got it. A rocking toy. Ooh. Well, this is a toy. I want it to be colorful. I don't want it to be cheesy. Rocking toy. I'm a kid and I see a toy. I honestly just like the wood. This would always, when I was a kid, I'd always feel like if something was too colorful, I'd always think that it was meant for kids younger than me, no matter what age I was. So I think I'm just going to go with wood. Also, I don't know if it's necessarily written down, but in a lot of the Reggio Emilia toys that I would specify for daycare spaces, it'd always just be in a very, very simple wood, and I think it was more meant to have your imagination focus on what the material would end up being. Yeah, this is family in the back with a rocking toy. Absolutely. And then a playhouse. I think I'm going to go same style with the playhouse. Simple. Man, I do love the colorful playhouse, though. Okay, I like this, but I don't know if I like the blue. Although that's like the seafoam blue in their branding. This is also a good time to take advantage of putting some of the colorful part of their branding, the yellow part of their branding, in things, because this is a playhouse meant to be colorful. So, let's actually wonder if detail C is the window. Let's find out. Oh, here we go. We could just do this. So we can have this part. We have this part be that seafoam. Be nice if I could create the palette and know which blue I picked before. I mean, now I could just remember which blue I'm going to pick. I think I'm just going to stick with one darker, because then when we change the secondary color, isn't that the same? Oh, yeah. Okay. So once we change the secondary color and we give it a yellow, because we were going off of this yellow with a shade, it's going to have more of a contrasting effect. But now I want those backwards. So you're going to be you, and you're going to be you. There we go. I like that. Grounding the larger pieces. The larger pieces being darker on the bottom, creating a better balance of weight. Let's throw this in. Let's put this. Alright, toy is probably going to be upgraded to being a front toy. Congratulations, front toy. You go out. Just go out that way. Okay. You. Oh, it's heavy. Okay, there is encumbrance in this game, actually. Okay. Adorable. So if I sold this, I'd be flipping a house inside of a house flipper flipping. It was funnier in my head. Alright. Should we just stack the toys? Kinda want the play area to be consolidated to one area so that there can be more of an adult area that you can go to. But we're also working with 8 foot by 30 feet. So we don't have really a lot of privacy and public separation and non-child areas. Okay. Buy. What are we buying? More tables and chairs. Okay. So there was supposed to be 2 chairs per table. That makes sense as to why I maxed out at 8 chairs before I thought I was done before. So, okay, so this is saying we are going from homely furniture to cafe furniture and single bed to double beds. So, what was our palette before? Why would I guess what our palette was before when I've got the Create Similar tool, also known as the Duplicate tool? And that's to the entry. So let's do here. And And let's do here. No, let's just put them both over here. Yeah. This one can actually move over a little more. But because I don't want to just bulk buy a bunch of the exact same furniture tops over and over again, and because I want to try out the new tool, I am going to believe I can edit. Copy, duplicate, sell. No, okay, it would just duplicate the same material. So I was thinking it'd be cool if I can edit one of them and then duplicate until it's, because I can copy a style. Yeah, copy style. So if I could, I guess I could have just, oh, it's because I was under the impression that when I did the duplicate and I duplicated one of these, while I was on the way here, I'd be able to change the style of this one, but that would defeat the entire purpose of the duplicate. So, never mind. Let's just get some chairs in. So, tab, chair. Do we want to change the chair style since we're up off the beach? Maybe? I did like this green. This is when we could get that dark brown in. Nah, I really like that green. Subtle green? Yeah, subtle green. It's like a minty sage green. Get a good separation so they're not slamming their back. Well, that's... Yeah, I'm not going to have that chair that close to the stairs. Just going to go ahead and pull this back. Alright. Pull it in. Pull you back. That's... Once we get this in... Yeah, that's enough space. You don't need to be breakdancing. Duplicate. Am I duplicating with or without details? It's a Revit joke. Okay, so this must have been a house. That's what it was saying in the concept. This was basically a house. And now it's a cafe. And so we're literally changing it. Okay, book club. Because did it say, is there a way that I can read? Kind of wish this was a thing in the first one too. I'd like to, oh yeah, here, perfect. This is what I wanted. So I run a bookshop. Okay, it was just a bookshop. So we're not changing the zoning type or the occupancy type. It is still a commercial space. I mean, there might be some occupancy change, but it's essentially, it was a commercial space that sold books. And now it's going to be books and a cafe. So, as long as we're not frying things or cooking things or anything like that, we shouldn't have to make any significant changes. But why do I have a feeling that there's going to be... Oh, I expected there to be more to be sold. No. Sell. Sell mode. Pawn mode. Engage. Everything's good. Frames are still good. Transfer should be good. Sorry about that, y'all. I just haven't been on video and audio together in a bit, which I'm trying to get into more. But time will tell. Okay. I think we sold everything. No, trash. It's like there was water damage to some stuff. That was probably once again mentioned in the email. We'll be spilling drinks over the books. Looks like there's already been some stuff spilled over. I'm guessing this is just living on the beach life. It's just damp, wet, moist. As a previous Floridian that would frequent the beach often, never lived on it, but yeah, it was damp. Okay. Let's move on to cleaning. Got my sprayer. Let's get a light on. I don't believe I was on audio for this when I discovered that you can definitely separate all of your lighting within the same room. You can turn on lights in other rooms from the room that you're in. So there is actual light zoning in this game. And as I'm seeing from the quests, or actually from the tools, looks like we're going to be doing that edit wiring. So I'm guessing there's going to be some type of mechanic where you place the light fixture and you place the light switch, and then you'll actually guide the two somehow. That'll be really cool. Regardless of how it goes about, just the idea that we're just moving on to that being a new mechanic is just the next stages of. It's just the necessary advancements for these types of games. This is trash, I think. Nope. That is that. Sell it? Yes. What are you doing out here? Oh, let's clean it up first. Alright, vacuum. Nope. 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 Okay. Is there... So this is obviously how I'm going to get rid of the leaves at my house. I need to go out and do that. I thought the leaves were just part of my life now. This is a cool place. So this is like a loft. Commercial, it's going to be more of a mezzanine. Second floor, an additional floor that extends over the first floor, but not completely. I think sometimes it is often separated as to whether or not it's called a loft or mezzanine based on the percentage that it is overhanging. The fact that this is taking up almost more than half of the square footage of the first floor, I think would make that be called a loft, whereas a mezzanine is usually like a third. So... get your spray out. I'd like to also see something like a crime scene investigation, since you can activate like footprints and such on the walls and floors. I feel like the same mechanics could almost be transitioned into a... it'd probably be even a different game altogether. Although I saw the posters for, what was it? Heart Flipper. Super excited for the developers to create Heart Flipper. But maybe in that, it could be some crime scene investigations where people are having to actually find footprints and solve crimes using sprayings. And just the mechanics, these are just getting so polished. Pun intended. Polish. Okay, boxes. Need to buy some stuff. Need to get some boxes. Love me some Bookstore croissant. Alright, flip, rotate. Okay. So is this part of this upper area too? No, there's a different box down here to unpack. It must be back here. There it is. Alright, so we've got an espresso maker. Probably supposed to go right where I just put these boxes. Let's put these in the back. Here. And here. Oh. Here. Espresso maker. Let's see. Point of sale. We're going to walk in. Let me walk over here. Probably a sales board here. You could decide on food. Point of sale is going to be here. So I'm going to put the machine here. Coffee. No, we need to advertise the coffee. We are a coffee company now too. No, yeah. Cafe. Coffee. Got some Dunkin' Donuts. Got some top of the morning. Cups. Actually, I kind of like the idea of cups being out too. These are cups you can purchase. As you're walking by, you see the cup and know that it's a cafe now. Why does the bookstore have cups in the window? Is it a cafe? Of course it is. It says cafe on the sign now. Wait, did the old sign just say bookstore? I didn't check that. I'm going to have to check that. That'd be a cool detail. I thought it was just beat up. I didn't know it said, or it may have said. I assume it probably did say just bookstore. I'm like super interested in my own detail that I made up in my head that I haven't confirmed yet. Alright. Actually, let's put all the cups down except for one. A getting started one. Oh, this is... You can buy our travel mugs. Buy our stuff. I don't know why I'm saying that because I'm not invested in the business. I'm just thinking like the business. Buy our stuff. Yes. This is the mug. You want to feel honored. Yeah, you're the next person. You're going to be getting that mug. Alright, is there going to be a point of sale? Is there going to be cash register? Is that in here? Is that... It's just more books. What's in here? Books. I don't know what I expected. Insert Michael looking at the dove. Box. Bag. Gorge it. Can I tear down the walls so that I could just have like a nice big long bathroom so that multiple people can use the bathroom? No. Oh. I could almost make a double bathroom here, but we don't need that much for a bookstore. I do kind of wish we just made the back bathroom a little bigger, put the sink in it, and then took some room. Maybe we'll come back. Maybe that's going to be one of our future missions with it. In the first house flipper, they had us go back to the same house multiple times. As you saw in my streams with Ebenezer Scrooge, he had us come back like 3 times because he hated Christmas, and then he loved Christmas, and then he hated Christmas. Okay, so let's get some chairs. I am going to pick a different palette. We've come inside. I'm going to try and still keep with the palette of the branding of the company of the bookstore / cafe, but I don't want the same exact pieces for outside. So let's get lighter. Let's get simpler. Let's just go real simple with the table. And then do we give them tablecloths? I kind of don't want the tablecloths. I think I want to go for more of a raw look. I like the tablecloths outside because it's going to collect a lot, and they're going to need to be cleaned a lot more. But then is it going to be too jarring to go from tablecloths outside to no tablecloths inside? That's almost going to look like it's tables from two different types of companies, or two different types of establishments. I think I do want to stick with tablecloths. Still short tablecloths. But the color, we brought in the yellow out there. Maybe inside this is when we do the blue. Go a little... Oh, we're in drab. I want faded. Yes. Knickknacks. All right. Where are we sitting? Come in. Excuse me. Come in. Order. Sit. Obviously here. Is there any other... Yeah, okay. That's why I checked. Let's get the bigger thing in first. Pick our palette. Light palette. Add in the... Nope. I'm going to lean into it. This is when... Oh, we've got patterns. Oh, we've got patterns. And the patterns have colors. No, 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 not today. Not right. Not yet. Not yet. Oh... Okay. I'm going to go for vibrant. We're going to get that yellow, but in vibrant. And I want it